Sometimes, life doesn't shout. It whispers. It doesn't arrive with trumpets or depart with thunder. It drifts in softly and slips away just the same, leaving behind only faint traces, quiet changes, and gentle signs that something deeper is happening. But here's the hard truth. If we're too busy, too distracted, too afraid to look closely, we might miss the message. The message that time may be running out. Have you felt it lately? A shift in your elderly parent? A fading spark in your grandparents' eyes? An unspoken change in the rhythm of your loved one's life? That intuition, that quiet ache in your chest, you're not imagining it. This video is for you. Today, we're uncovering 10 subtle, easily overlooked signs that may suggest someone dear to you, an aging parent, a beloved elder, even a life partner, could be entering the final year of their life. But this isn't about fear. This is about honoring their journey. It's about recognizing what matters while there's still time to hold their hand, look them in the eye, and say the words that will echo in your heart forever. Because what they need most is not more medicine. It's more presence, more grace, more love. So take a deep breath, slow down, and come with me. Let's explore these signs together. Sign number 1, sudden, unexplained weight loss. Weight loss in old age is not always cause for alarm. But when it happens suddenly, without a change in diet or exercise, it could signal something deeper. This kind of weight loss may be the body's quiet cry for help. The digestive system could be slowing down. The person may not be absorbing nutrients well. Or they may simply no longer feel hungry, often due to changes in the brain or chemical imbalances caused by chronic illness. Sometimes it's due to pain or difficulty swallowing. Sometimes it's depression. But whatever the reason, sudden weight loss, especially if more than 5% of body weight is lost in a few months, should never be ignored. It's not just about numbers on a scale. It's about what the body is telling us. Sign number 2, withdrawal from family, friends, and social life. You might notice that your loved one no longer wants to join family dinners. They stop picking up the phone. They cancel visits with old friends. Things they once looked forward to no longer spark any joy. Social withdrawal is often mistaken for moodiness, but it can be a profound emotional signal. As people near the end of life, they often begin to turn inward. They reflect more. They become quiet. They conserve their energy, both physically and emotionally. It's not that they don't love you anymore. It's not even always sadness. Sometimes, it's acceptance. They may be preparing in their own way, closing emotional circles, letting go of attachments, quietly preparing for what's next. And while it can be painful to watch, our job isn't to fix it. It's to simply be there. Listen. Sit with them. Let silence be a comfort, not a void. Sign number 3, changes in sleep patterns. Have you noticed your loved one sleeping much more than usual? Or staying awake through the night? As the body begins to slow down, its need for regular sleep patterns often fades. In the final year of life, many elderly people start sleeping during the day and staying awake at odd hours. Their internal clock, or circadian rhythm, may be breaking down. They might take long, frequent naps. Or they may suffer from insomnia, anxiety, or restlessness at night. In the very late stages, something called terminal restlessness can occur, where the person is constantly fidgeting, pacing, or showing signs of confusion or agitation, especially at night. This can be a distressing sign, but it's not unusual. It reflects deeper changes happening within the brain and nervous system. What matters most is comfort. Dim lighting, calming routines, and a gentle presence can do more than medications ever could. Sign number 4, frequent falls or unsteadiness. An occasional stumble is normal in aging, but frequent falls are not. If your loved one seems unsteady on their feet, grabs onto furniture when walking, or suddenly struggles with balance, pay attention. Falls are often one of the first physical signs that the body's systems are declining. Why does this happen? Muscles weaken. Reflexes slow. Vision and hearing fade. The brain doesn't communicate as quickly with the body. Even medications can contribute to dizziness or confusion. Sometimes, these falls result in bruises. Other times, they're brushed off with a laugh and a wave of the hand. But behind each fall is a message. I need more help. Offer it gently. A walker or cane. More supervision. A home that's safer to navigate. These steps may not prevent the decline, but they may prevent suffering. Sign number 5. Increasing confusion, forgetfulness, or disorientation. It begins subtly. Repeating a question. Forgetting the day. Mixing up names or dates. Then it grows. Not knowing where they are. Getting lost in familiar places. Believing things that aren't true. Cognitive decline is one of the most heart-wrenching experiences for both the person going through it and those who love them. While not every case means the end is near, rapid or significant mental changes, especially when paired with other signs, can be part of the body and brain preparing for closure. The elderly brain becomes more fragile. Blood flow slows. Neurochemicals shift. And sometimes, consciousness itself becomes less stable. In these moments, what they need most is calm, patient care. Familiar objects. Gentle voices. A sense of safety. You don't need to correct them. Just connect with them. Even when memory fades, love does not. Sign number 6. Neglecting personal hygiene and basic routines. Once, they were proud of their appearance. Neatly dressed. Hair combed. Teeth brushed. But now, it's different. Maybe they wear the same clothes every day. Their breath smells. The house is dusty, cluttered, or even dangerous. They may forget to bathe or simply refuse to. When elderly people begin to neglect personal hygiene and basic self-care, it's often not by choice. It's a sign of physical exhaustion, cognitive decline, or even emotional resignation. Washing up feels like a mountain to climb. Cooking a meal becomes a puzzle they no longer want to solve. Even simple tasks feel overwhelming. This is where they need our support, but not shame. Help them gently. Preserve their dignity. Don't say, "You smell." Say, "Let's take care of you today. I want you to feel fresh." Compassion can turn even the hardest moments into meaningful care. Sign number 7. Loss of appetite and difficulty eating or drinking. They no longer ask for food. Meals remain untouched. They complain of food tasting different, or not at all. As the body nears the end of life, its need for calories diminishes. Digestion slows. The desire to eat fades. In some cases, swallowing becomes painful or even dangerous. Forcing food at this stage isn't helpful. In fact, it can cause more harm than good. Instead, offer soft, familiar favorites. Focus on comfort, not nutrition. A small scoop of ice cream. A warm bowl of soup. A favorite drink with a straw. More than calories, what matters is connection. Eating together. Smiling over small bites. A hand held during dinner. Hydration is more important than meals. Dehydration is a quiet killer. Watch for signs: dry mouth, dark urine, cracked skin. Even a few sips of water or a wet sponge on the lips can provide relief. In the end, it's not about forcing life, but easing it with grace. Sign number 8. Emotional shifts, peace, resignation, or saying, "I'm tired." Sometimes, the most powerful signs are emotional. You might hear them say things like, "I'm tired. I just want to rest. I've lived a full life." They may stop worrying, stop planning, let go of things that used to cause stress. This is often not depression, but acceptance. It's a quiet surrender, not from weakness, but from wisdom. Many elderly people sense when the end is near. Some describe dreams of lost loved ones. Some ask unusual questions about the afterlife. Others simply become calm, like they've made peace with what's coming. If your loved one begins to show this emotional change, be present. Let them talk. Ask them what's on their heart. Let them guide the conversation. They may not say goodbye, but they may begin to prepare for it. Sign number 9. Changes in breathing or signs of labored breathing. One of the final signs, especially in the last weeks or days, is a change in how a person breathes. You may notice long pauses between breaths, deep, rapid breaths followed by shallow ones, gasping or irregular patterns. This is known as Cheyne-Stokes breathing, a natural part of the dying process. It reflects the body's gradual shutdown. While it can sound alarming, it's often not painful. The person is usually not aware of it. But for caregivers and family, it can be emotionally intense. In these moments, focus on comfort. Keep the room peaceful. Speak softly. Hold their hand. Play soft music. You don't need to fix anything. Just be there. Sign number 10, giving away possessions or talking about going. Finally, perhaps the most subtle and profound sign. They begin to say goodbye in their own way. They may give away treasured items. They may talk about old memories with clarity. They may ask forgiveness or offer it. They may say, "When I'm gone," with a calm tone. These are sacred moments. Moments when the soul is speaking louder than the body. If they want to share stories, listen. If they want to laugh, laugh with them. If they want to cry, let the tears flow. This is not the time to say, "Don't talk like that." This is the time to say, "I'm here. I love you." Because in the end, more than medicine or miracles, what matters most is love. Aging is a journey we all take. But the end of that journey deserves more than silence. If someone you love is showing these signs, it doesn't mean death is tomorrow, but it may mean time is limited. And time is the most precious gift we can give. Be there. Listen. Forgive. Because sometimes, the greatest healing doesn't come from a cure, but from presence. If this video touched your heart, please share it with someone who needs to see it. Subscribe for more compassionate, human-centered stories and insights. And if you've walked this journey before, tell us in the comments. What helped you the most? What did you wish you had known sooner? Together, we can create a world where no one grows old alone. Thank you for watching.